With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Wilson. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They've got his man complete. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Touch Missy. Hey, 0-0-0.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Yellow.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Alert.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check.
There's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Finding room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
Spot that.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They run for it with Carson, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Here I come again. Attack. Watch the ship. Hey, 43. Smoke. Watch the ship. Check 31.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They run on first down with Jackson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Second and 12 on the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Right here, right here. Take four.
On second and 12, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wide.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Check. Hey. Whip. Watch the whip. Check nickel. Undercrunch. He's crashing. 40. Gun. Spot that.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Mike 59. Push left. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Check 50. 12. Tempo.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Golden Tate, 67 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coupes. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Everyone tells me it's a bit boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. 6 man. Check. Go. Check. 45 Mike. 45. Push him back.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get up here to the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. 45 is the mark. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Hey, check. Go. Check Mike 45. I smell fear in that offense. I smell Got it. Bang out. Bam.
Now Wilson steps away.
Watch out.
It's caught. Lockett. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 44 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught. And what a big-time play there. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A very solid gain of 27. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing now is Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 41, Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. On first down, Carson. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
36, 36. Slam, slam, slam.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. This is Tate. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, here we go. Check 45 to home. Check 45 to mine. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Say. Check 9, check 9. Check. Lucky. Look for signal. He's checking.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jerry Rice there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT. These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
45, 45. Hustle, hustle. Rabbit, rabbit.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
45, Mike, 45. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Slam.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Merton Hanks.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll start here with Jackson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
It's complete to Watt. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, it's Jackson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Justin Coleman. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 30. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, alert. Gun. Don't be scared of it. Good.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
14, got it. Check 13.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over.
Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked up by Pat Tillman. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught by Jackson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And running with power here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Turn it up.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come off the ball. Check. Tight dog. Watch the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. There's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Got it. 50. I got you. Go. Mike 50. All day, baby. All day. Switch. 12. Tempo.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0. Watch the curl. One flip. Check three. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Hey, alert. Check 4. Zoom.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin Green with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then add to it in the second half, but there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 49.
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man, Antoine Randall. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Jackson. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Good, 4 down, 4 down. SOS. Good job right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I'm coming. Shoot. Check. Crunch.
Wilson throwing again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Deeper.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
95.
Mike's 50. It's our field.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, pick your game up.
Check 52. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Watch the shift. 36. Alert.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And not much on the return there. He'll take it